Now our topic is web server. Web servers are usually the computers which are set up in facilities called data centers. Every website resides in a web server. So we will discuss this web server in detail. It is a computer software and underlying hardware that accepts requests via HTTP or its secure variant HTTPS. Web servers are computers that are usually set up in facilities called data centers and operated by hosting companies. Now, what is the function of these web servers? The purpose of these computers is to store websites so that people can visit the sites on the internet. Every website sits on a computer known as a web server. Now, this is the important point. Server is always connected to the internet. In this picture, you can see that PC clients are connected to the web server via internet. At the most basic level, whenever a browser needs a file, the browser sends the request to the web server for file via HTTP. When the request reaches the correct hardware web server, the web server processes the request through its HTTP server. Then the server accepts the request which has been made by the web browser. Then the server finds the requested file or requested document in its storage space, and when it finds the file, the server sends the file back to the browser along also through HTTP. In this picture, you can see that the web browser has made the request to the web server for a particular file through internet, and web server upon finding the file sends the response, that is the desired document, to the web browser. It may also happen that the file the web browser has requested is not available or not traceable with the web server. Then this this server returns a 404 response. It means that the file is not available. Sometimes 403 error may appear on your screen when you make a request for a particular file. It relates to the permission issues. That is, the file which we have requested is not permissible to us. We do not have the authority to access that file. Every web browser that is connected to the internet is given a unique address which is made up of a series of four numbers between 0 and 255. There may be a question in the exam that the web server which is connected to the internet is given a unique address. It is made up of how many numbers? Then the answer will be it is made up of a series of four numbers between 0 and 255, which are separated by periods. Periods means dots. For example, 68.177.156.131, and this is the another example of another unique address of a web server. There are many web servers available in the market. The web server may be free, as well as some web servers may be paid. Some of them are Apache HTTP server, then the another is Microsoft Internet Information Services, then other is Lighty, then other is Jigsaw server, and another is Sun Java system. Any computer can be turned into a web server by installing server software and connecting the machine to the internet. The basic purpose of a web server is to serve files as requested. If a web server is not exposed to the public and is used internally, then it is called internet server. A server can send the same file or different file to hundreds of users at the same time. It is not that if a web browser has sent a request to the web server for a particular file, that it cannot answer the another request made from another web browser for a different file. The web server can give a response to different web browsers at the same time to provide different files. Basically, web server is used to host websites, but there also exist other web servers such as gaming web server, storage web server, FTP, and email web server. Web server works as receive request from the client, that is the web browsers, generate response, and then send the response to the client. To have your website accessible online, you either need your own web server or web hosting, or you may take the facility of web server from web hosting companies. We may add that we have already uploaded many videos or lectures on YouTube, Google, our own website, and many other websites, which include how to manage stress in life, good communication skills, time management tips, most common mistakes in English grammar, future tense, past tense, and many other topics. You can look out for the same. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.